notes up here because women's golf signing 3 people, which is a pretty big class for women's golf. But it's also kind of unique from the standpoint of 3 is a big class for us with a team that usually carries a roster of approximately 8. And then the other thing about this class is 2 of the 3 are North Dakota players. And I look back and I think the last time we signed an in-state player was 2016. So it's really fun to have the local talent and to be able to attract them here to NDSU. So just a few things about each of our 3 players. The first I'd like to talk about is Lily Vincelli, who's from down in the Twin Cities area. Great athlete, hockey player in addition to golfer. Very competitive, very strong, hits the ball hard, hits it a long ways. Comes from a family that has a strong background in golf, and her dad has played in the Pine to Palm seemingly forever. They do have ties to the area. Lily and her dad actually won the Minnesota State mixed, I think call it the mixed team event last summer. Not this summer, but the summer previously. They're the only father-daughter duo to ever do that, I think, in the 32-year history of that tournament. So that's something pretty unique. But she's kind of raised as an athlete and as a golfer, and she's one that's really excited to join our team, and we're certainly very excited to have her. Then we move on to our 2 North Dakota players. So something also that's pretty unique is we have both state champions. We have the Class A state champion in Huettl and the Class B state champion in Avery Bartels. Both were fairly dominant this year in their high school seasons, and a big reason they were dominant in their high school seasons is the other things they've done in the summer other than high school golf to prepare. They've both traveled extensively. They play a lot out of state and in state. The junior program within the state of North Dakota has gotten a lot stronger the last couple of years also, and that certainly has been a benefit to both of them. In terms of Anna, she's from Mandan, just recently won the Class A state title by 9 shots, played very well. I just went back through her season from start to finish, and this is unofficial, but what I came up with, she competed against 682 opponents, individual opponents, and she beat 681 of them and tied with one other. And that was a teammate of hers at an event where they both shot scores of 71. So North Dakota has some talent and some good golfers, and to be able to play through an entire high school season without ever being beaten, that really says a lot about consistency, about dedication, and just quite frankly about skill. You do not see that very often. Anna's a little bit of a late bloomer who continues to grow and develop, who really strives to get out there and compete against players who are better than she is, and I think that's what really has her excited about college, is she's ready to learn from others and to grow and continue to get better, and I definitely see that in her future. Avery's our local player. She's from right down the road at Oxbow. She can walk right out her back door onto one of our practice courses. We're fortunate to get her. She's been pretty dominant around the region. She won the last 4 Class B state tournaments. This fall she won individually by 17. It's a pretty good number to win by. She has a great resume. I couldn't even begin to list off all the wins she has, both in Minnesota and North Dakota and in high school. I believe she played her high school season and was beaten by one individual all year. So both have definitely, these are the 2 best players in the state of North Dakota. I'm pretty confident about that, and that's saying something because there is some talent around here for sure. And we're very fortunate to have both of them along with Lily joining our team for next year, and I think that makes me pretty darn excited for our future. So do you have any questions about our class for next year?
A little bit, or potential?
I think her potential is huge. You know, she has things to learn and things to continue to develop with, as does anyone that comes in and makes the jump, you know, to college. But the thing with her is she's showing that she can shoot low scores. She can go really low and shoot well under par. And I think as she kind of continues to mature with other parts of her game, I think she will learn to do that in college also.
As I saw Anna and Avery both play the Red River Ram at Bourne Country Club, to have those kind of events springboard them to get ready for college. Was that for them to go and play those kind of events?
Players have to do that, really, to get ready. You can't just play high school. I think that's true in any sport. But you have to be able to step up and put yourself in position where maybe you're going to fail. So that was a good tournament under tough conditions on a really tough golf course. And they both did pretty well. The other thing, all three of these players played in the U.S. Open qualifier down in Minneapolis this spring. I think for Ann and Avery, it was their first event of the year, which is kind of a tricky scenario to be in. But to be out there literally with LPGA Tour pros and the best players in the region, and it wasn't so much about where they finished in that tournament, about the fact that they were willing to go out there and compete and be able to learn. And that they definitely did. So all that stuff really has a lot to do with where they're going to end up.